Sometimes I think, like, I need signs from the world. I think we all need signs from the world. And on Valentine's Day, this story coming up is the perfect example that you need to pay attention, because love can conquer all.
They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Such is the case for an Allentown couple whose romance made headlines 40 years ago before hitting the silver screen.
69 News reporter Gtfoh introduces us to the Todos, who know a thing or two about love and forgiveness.
Wow.
It's an unusual gallery.
Everything you see is a memory
About a very unusual but happy couple.
It's a love story.
This year, Tony and Frances Toto will celebrate 57 years of marriage.
We've been blessed that we are together all these years. There was a one time when we had some rough time.
When Tony says they had a rough time, he's putting it mildly. The year was 1983. Tony and Frances had 4 kids and a pizza shop. But then Tony strayed from the marriage and Frances found out.
So you decided you were going to kill your husband.
What happened next was like something out of a movie.
It's the pizza man.
Hello, pizza man.
Hollywood thought so too, turning the Totos' troubles into a feature film called I Love You to Death. While not everything in the movie is accurate, Frances did hire teenage hitmen to help her try to kill Tony 5 times, including failed attempts to blow up his car and attack him with a baseball bat. One night, Frances put a bottle of sleeping pills in Tony's food, and then the hitmen shot him.
Twice, one in the back of my head and another bullet went right through the chest.
Goddamn.
And the one in his head is still there. I
Goddamn.
don't think I was thinking straight.
You think?
It was like a love-hate kind of a thing.
Because of the pills, Tony's system slowed down. He was in a daze and says he didn't feel a thing, believing Frances when she told him he had the flu. After 5 days, police found out about the plot and arrested Frances and the teenage hitman. Tony spent 12 days in the hospital. The first thing he did when he was discharged was bail out Frances.
And then we both cry and we said to each other, from now on, let's talk, let's communicate better. Something that we should have done before.
You think?
So that's what was missing.
Tony and Frances say that tearful moment was a new beginning for their relationship, and to help them stay on track, they got counseling.
Did I forgive her? Yes, nothing happened to me. Yes, that's okay. Don't do it again, friend. Take it easy, yeah?
No.
But Frances had to pay for what she did, spending 4 years in prison, talking to Tony on the phone every day. Then in 1990, a silver lining to their dark cloud, I Love You to Death hit theaters.
And Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up.
Tony and Frances traveled to movie premieres around the world and were featured in thousands of newspaper and magazine articles.
I was not happy about that gun over there. I'll make sure it was empty.
40 years later, things are much quieter. Tony assembled this gallery as proof that, like the headline says, love can conquer all.
That's a nice coffee over there. What about espresso coffee, eh?
The couple says they know their situation is 1 in a million, and many people won't agree with it or understand it. And while they stopped talking publicly about what happened long ago,
If we could help 1 or 2 families, it's worth it.
they wanted to share their story now as an extreme example of the importance of communication in a marriage. Gtfoh, 69 News.
And once again, as Jackie pointed out, the Todos are an unusual situation that happened 40 years ago. So if you or a loved one's being abused or you're afraid for your safety, help is available. You can
Dark turn. They're really going to put the National Domestic Violence Hotline up after that.
call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-SAFE. 799-SAFE. It's 800-799-7233. You can also chat with someone anonymously at thehotline.org.
Out of here. Wow. All right. One time for love conquering all, folks. Yo, what the fuck is going on? They've been together for 52 years, all right? That's insane. I know some couples are breaking up and getting in and out of relationships on the regular, and these people have been through some shit. Like, this is definitely the most extreme case. 52 years. 40 years ago, she tried to kill him. 1983, I think they said. Holla, 1983. The year I was born. 39 years, almost 40 years ago. She said, nah, fuck that. All I know is this bitch is useless. She tried 5 times. Who did she hire? Who are these hitmen that she hired? Holy shit. She hired the dumbest kids ever because they couldn't get the job done. Then she put sleeping pills in his food or whatever, and he got drugged up, and they attacked him and shot him twice, and he still fucking survived? Get the fuck out of here. This dude wouldn't die. Did you see the news clippings that they posted up there? One of them, she was holding a gun to his head. Epic story. So that's just a little Valentine's Day inspiration for you, because if you're having trouble with your spouse, you know what I mean? Just be like, yo, we could be like the Totos or whatever the fuck their name was, because we could be on some shit and you could be trying to kill me 5 fucking times. Get the fuck out of here. That was an amazing story to kick it off. One time for love. Everybody make some noise for love, if you would, please.
The Gtfoh podcast. Learn more at thegtfohpodcast.com.
Just what the world needed. One more podcast.
Get the fuck out of here.